How's it going, guys? So today's video, before making this video, I was thinking, what's something on YouTube that hasn't been fully, explained, something that can give me views, but it can also help others. And as I saw, and some people in game told me that there's no video on exact info that is up to date about awakening. So a lot of people and players are confused about this, and they don't know what to do, if it's worth doing. So I'm gonna get that down out of the way. I'm gonna explain how awakening works, what you need, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get awake crystals, which is the hardest thing to get. I will show you that, what I do weekly in order to get defensive line medals and Zenith coins. Also to do, so we're gonna do awakening and skill rings, how to max skill rings. The easiest, fastest way I found so far. And it's every week I get new stuff and I max stuff. So, alright, let's first start by the cost of awakening crystals. The cost of awakening crystals, let's see this. We're gonna see it. So I got already an awake crystal. You see that? Come on, where's the awake crystals? There you go. So awake crystal piece. I have 338. Now, it takes 100 to make one crystal. So I could technically make 3 crystals out of that. But let's see how much that costs. I forgot. I think it's not here. It's not here. Somewhere here. So I think it's the first one. Yeah. See? So it takes 99 awake crystal pieces and 100 million each. So I would have to spend 300 million to get 3 crystals. You know? And yeah, fuck that. So what I do before anything, this is how you're gonna get your awake crystals. I do defensive line. That's how I get my awake crystals. And a defensive line, for you guys that don't know, is it's kind of like tower. If any of you did tower before, you would defend these spheres. No, it's crystals. Yeah, they're more like crystals. You defend these crystals, and after a certain amount of time and a certain amount of kills, you get some points, and those points are based on how much you killed, and if you got the Godoras, so you gotta get those killed before the time. And here's the ranking. You gotta make it top 10 for each. So you get 3 chances. You see this? 3 before the reset, and you gotta get a decent party that knows what they're doing. Let's see, Nope. For this, here you go, Delta. So Delta already got a good party. Good party for number 1, the number 1 spot. All right. See right here, number 3. That's where we're at. You see myself right there? I did this with them, and we got 3rd spot on the novice, and then intermediate. I don't think I even did intermediate. I don't think I even. Oh, I got to 9. Is it? Oh yeah. Let's go. I made it top 9. So when I do that, and I try to rank within the top 10, and that will give you defensive line medals. They'll give you gold medals. They give you 2 per each. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna roll a video around. No. After this video, I will show you guys what I get every week from Asobimo's Gmail, and you guys can see that it's worth doing. So this is what I do, and right now I have 16 defensive line gold medals, which I can get an awake crystal, and instead of spending 100 mil making it, I can just get it for free right now. But I already did awake 5 on the first weapon, so I don't want to really do that. I'm just thinking if I should get a Crescent ring and like try to max out Blader, because I was thinking of getting the Blader EX and then just maxing it with this. So I might be doing that. Also, I do defensive, not defensive, Zenith. Every week my guild does Zenith, and I do it separately in a party with someone else, and we gotta get the rank. So the number 1 guild that gets the best time gets 25 Zenith coins, and but there's hackers that do it. So I'm gonna show you guys the ranking first, and then I'll explain it. Not rush, not bus rush. There you go, Zenith. No, that's not it. That's multiplayer. There you go. Guild. There we go. So this is the list or the ranking. Only the top 10 get gold Zenith coins. Deadly Sin. So we do it every week after Tower, and it seems to be the best time to do it. What we get from this is Zenith gold coins, and sometimes the mail is bugged, so it'll send 3 times the amount. So instead of 25, we'll get 75, or sometimes it's even 4 times the amount, and we get 100 Zenith coins. If you get second place, it is only 10, but sometimes it's bugged and you get about 3 times the amount and get 30. With those coins, what you do is you can get a lot of stuff from here. This is probably one of my best and favorite things to do. And for this, like right now, you see I can get 5 gold coins from it. I think I used mine. Yeah, I already used mine. I used mine on rune accessories because I wanted to build up my crystal case. Or you can get crystal case expansion for only 10. So sometimes when we get 75, you can get 10 crystal case expansions for free. This is the cheapest way to get stronger without spending so much. Because people think I spent a lot, and I have, I have. But lately, I just noticed that if I play it smart, I'll get a lot of stuff, and I don't have to work as much. And well, this is the fastest way to get also ganj pieces. Right here, you can just get 10. And make two holes. Alright, now that that's done, I will show you guys what Awakening does. Well, I'll explain what Awakening does. Oh, also in the comment section, please tell me what you guys think about my avatars, because I just got them and I'm like, whoa. At first I wasn't really a fan of red, but I started liking it. I'm like, alright, I gotta get something red, and I recycled the upper. And I got this lower for like 8 million before the stall was, this, suspended. What Awakening does. Awakening is a way to add damage to you against players, against mobs. You need here, let's do this. Awake arms. I already maxed the right one, so I'm gonna do the left. So the first awake is, okay, let's focus. Let's do this in order. So awake 1. What awake 1 does will be give you 6% added damage to the right, to your right hand weapon. Okay, so the first weapon, okay? First weapon, 6% damage. What you will need is 6 stat orbs of a certain stat. Let's say STR orb 6. You'll need 6 of those. Or HP 6 orb. You will need 6 of those. You will also need 1 rift of the level weapon you have. So for my case, I have a Tycoon. Well, all I'll need is 1 Rift 100 to do awake 1. You will also need there's the option of using awake crystal, but the percentage for awake crystals is not awake. Awakening is first awake is 100%. So don't spend awake crystal on the first awake. Second awake is 90%. Now the third awake is 70%. Fourth awake, I'm pretty sure it is 60. No, I think it's 50. Yeah, 50%. And then awake 4 is 50. And awake 5 is like 40 or 35. So don't even try to wing it, because there's no way you'll do awake 5 without awake crystals. Yeah, what I did is I did awake 3 and 4 and 5 with awake crystal, with 1 awake crystal. So after you're awake 1, you max your weapon again, and once it's maxed, also the XP needed to max the weapon becomes much higher. So once you do that, awake 2 comes up, and awake 2 will need 2 rift of the level. So for my case, I will need 2 rift 100s, and I'll need 7 STR orbs of something. So let's say STR orb 7. I will need 7 of those. I will also need gold, and I will do it. You don't need an awake crystal for awake 2, because remember, this is still 90% successful, and it more than likely will be okay. Now after this, after awake 2, you will enhance it again. Awake 3. Awake 3 needs 3 rift 100s. You get what I'm saying? So it keeps going on and on. It adds 1 rift each time necessary to do awake. So 3 rift 100s. You will need gold right now, 30 million if it's in level 100. So that's how it goes. And so the first weapon you use on your right hand should have the most awakes. That weapon gets 6% each time you do awake. So right now for me, I did awake 5 on the first weapon. So that's a 30% increase in damage. Now I have awake 2 on my second weapon, and what that did was give me only 4%, because you guys gotta keep in mind, second weapon, your left hand weapon, only gives you 2% each awake. That's why I only have it 2 awakes. And I don't know if I'll even do a third awake. I probably will, but I'm still thinking if I should, you know. One more thing, awakening armor. Armor gives you 3% each time. So each time you do awake on it, it's 3%. Now that's good. What am I forgetting? Okay, I think that's everything about awakening. And rings. There's so much. I'm glad I'm covering this thing, this subject, because it needs to be talked about. So let's do evolve. I have 1 ring that I have not evolved. I will evolve my Tyrant ring. Now for this, you will need, right now it's level 1, level 2. But for level 1, to make it level 2, you needed 1 Crescent ring. And as I showed you guys, Zenith has that. I'm gonna put a picture right now, so you guys can see what you get from Zenith. And from Zenith, remember, I get about from 10 to 75 each week. And Crescent ring is only 10. So I can get an EX max within a week. And even 2 maybe. But that's just what you need. And then the second one, you need a light crystal, which is 99 sharp crystals. A light crystal hard, that will be 99. So 99 of each, sharp and hard. And you'll make that on here. You go over here and you go to, here you go, right here. Light crystal and sharp crystal. You make these, and they give you the light. Now evolve Next. And then you'll just need 2 ganjas to evolve it to level 3. And level 3 is the max. And that's how I did it. I did all of it through Zenith. Okay, so now I'm gonna roll you guys a clip, and hopefully all this video helped you guys. If it did, please make sure to like it, subscribe, and make sure to tell me as well what you think about this avatar. You know, because I'm digging it. Okay, that was a lot of cover, but hopefully it helps. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoy what I get,